Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this session number 322, and I will continue with the problem that I was checking in the previous session, and I will share here in the chat the link. Okay, got it. This problem mentioned that search in rotate sorted array 2 basically is that you have an array that is sorted, in this case in increased order, but the difference with the search in rotate sorted array 1, in this is possible to have duplicates. And what is the problem with the duplicates? The problem is that you can have this kind of test. For example, 1 0 1 1 1 1, yeah. And in this case, what is the just this and just okay, yeah. For example here, and even we can could come on. Okay, let me bit more. Come on. It's not this. It's this. Well, basically we have this case, and in this case return false, but in this case it's true. Now I think we need to add the case where, for example, I will see. Yeah, here in white, and the target is the number 2. Okay. Okay, and here the problem is that, for example, you are here and you need to ask this and this, this is mean or equal to this. Yeah, the value is in this half. No, it's in this half. Okay, basically we have this. Now between this and this, the half, I think that is this. This is mean or equal this, the half is in this place, and in this moment is ignore the 2. Now for these cases, I think that we should consider where this it's equal that this, for example, when both are equal, that in essential is this case, but more sure. This and this. Okay. Now for example, if you have L and you have right, sorry, L and right, the mid is this, and you ask this that represent the L, it's minor equal this that represent the M. Yeah, but in this case, for example, do you imagine that you are trying to search the number 2? Yeah, and when we ask this 2 is between this range, no, but in this case we can notice that if it exists, yeah, is in a half of this element. Now I think that when happen this situation where both elements are equal, we need discard that between this element contains this value. Mm, aha. But how I think that I can apply again this binary search over all the elements. Yeah, for example here, for example our target is the number 2, this is the target, and this is L, this is right, and I think that this is mid, yeah, and we need to ask this value, it's min or equal that this value, no, are equal, sorry, this is min or that this, no, are equal, okay, means that we need validate if the value is in this subarray. And apply here the mid this, it's equal to this, yeah, it's equal to this, yeah, okay, no, because I can for each over this, but don't make sense because I'm not sure if I do this transversal, I think that the time complexity could be increased. Okay, let me check if we have a hint. I don't remember. No, we don't have hints. Yeah, maybe it's with this, but to be honest, I don't like. Okay, for example, here we have L, we have right, and I think that this is mid when this and this are equal. This increasing one. using 1. Mm. Okay, again L, R. I think that this is the myth. If this is equal that this number, if we try to search here but the 0 appear here, mm. Yeah, I have the same though, because if I apply iteration over this subarrays, basically it's a linear. Okay. If we have this, in which way we can discard this subarray, and only consider this. If we don't know which numbers are in this side, only we have this, and in this case we only have we have only this, and this. In which way I can discover what is the number 2 in this case. If we have the first number here and the one here, even if the left is equal to right, we can't discard that this number doesn't appear here. Oh my gosh. I don't know. It's a little tricky. Because we should get the time complexity log n. With this, basically is okay. Now calculate the half of these elements. In this case, I think that is here. Now this and this is calculate the myth. why publish the solution? Case when the middle and the target. Okay, I think. Yeah, in this case, L it's minor equal M and it's minor equal right. When happen this case, we need iterate over wow, I don't have idea. I would like to. Okay. When the three are equal, this and this for reduce, and for the other case handle the same way in the original way. Let me check solution. So no. Here was answer I had here. I had this. No, I think that was this. No, was the previous. Here. Okay, now here handle the case if, come on, if it's equal this and mid it's equal right plus plus L less no L plus plus and right less okay, and it's calculate again the value here. In here. Come on. If the three are equal, here should be minor, minor. If left it's minor. Here is minor equal this. If r equal, increasing 1 and decrease 1. Yeah, this happened because I was thinking what happened when, for example, L and R is reduced. In one moment, both are the same. Yeah, and in this case, this while was stopped. Yeah, and for the reason return false. But in this case, it's only with this. Or we can return here return nums in the index L. It's equal to target, but it's exactly the same. I don't like too much this solution, and especially because it's slow. But well, solution solution using binary search Java. Yeah, in okay, I have this, but well, here, okay, and I submissions, use the test, and I will comment here. Extra conditional where L is equal mid in in test cases. In this case, this that spec this and this that spec the two in okay. Okay, now okay, we have we are very near to 300. I think that another binary search problem. Come on. Description. Topics, binary search. Yeah. Here. What's this? Searching the position. Longest increase sequence. Data. Design high counter. What is this? Only for validate that it's binary search. Okay, the problem is this. I will publish here. Design a hit counter. The problem is the 262 design hit counter. Design a hit counter which counts the number of the hits received in the past 5 minutes, the past 300 seconds. Your system should be accept a timestamp parameter in seconds granularity, and you may assume that calls are being made to the system or chronological order. An example timestamp is a monotonically increasing. Several hits may arrive roughly at the same time. Implement the hit counter class. Hit counter initialize the object of the hit counter system. Okay. Hit record a hit that happened at a timestamp in seconds. Several hits may happen at the same time span. Okay. And get hits, return the number of the hits in the past 5 minutes from the timestamp. For example, hit counter is initialize hit, get hits, in this case is 300, hit, get hits, it's 300, because it's in the 5 minutes, and get hits, okay, here appear the, I remember another problem very similar like this, or like it, and it was about the calls, call center or something like that, but well, hit counter is the initialize, yeah, hit 1, hit, get hits, and timestamp 4. At the timestamp 4 is 3. Hit, that is this, 300, but why 300? I don't understand this part, why it changed to 300. Yeah, because on the final, the last point they get hints in the last 5 minutes is basically the binary search, but get hints, hit. Okay, this value is put here in the hit. When I put hit, Okay, yeah, I think that I got it. Yeah, because for example, the first is this. The next is hit one, two, three. Get hits is basically the first three. Uh-huh. Now the next that is hit, put a four. Next is no. One, two, three. One, two, three. Okay, yeah, in this case is the situation is with the understand the input here. Hit, this is the first. Yeah, the next is hit. The next is hit. The next is this. The next is this. Yeah, the return 3 because 1, 2, 3. The next is this. That put this number. And now get hits in the last 5 minutes is basically only one. Why return 4? Mm. Why return 4? Well, in this way return 4 until this point is 300. Sorry, 200. 4. Now the next, no, sorry, until here is 4. No, 3. Is this. Now the next that is another hit that is 300. And in this case, 5 minutes. 300 is put here 300. Get hits return 4 because it's basically 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3. Where I use these hits is add an extra hit because for example 1, 2, 3, 4, but only take the previous 4. In this case is 300, 5, 6. Okay, and I remember that in the previous problem related with the this call center and calls and this, I remember had the same problem. To understand the question is the real challenge. But I don't remember. Okay. One, we need initialize. Okay, we initialize the first. Hit, we put word of the length 1. Now the next is 2. The next is 3. Maybe my error is, don't check this. Your system has a parameter in seconds. You may assume that the calls are being made to the system in chronological order. But this is the how many time take this call. No, is in which moment. For example, here is in the timestamp 1, timestamp 2, timestamp 3, 4, and this happened in the 300. Yeah, means that is in the range. Now the next. But in this case, for example, is hit 1, 2, 3, return 3, 4, return 4, and return 4. In here, the answer is null, 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 3, null, 4. And this is true, but why here appear this return the number of the hits in the past 5 minutes. Hit initialize hit record a hit happen in timestamp. Several hits may happen at the same timestamp. Get hints, return the number of hits in the past 5 minutes. But for example, if we have this, it's initialized. We have, it doesn't matter the value, it's only in which moment. We have only between, in this case 0, well 1, in the time 2, in the time 3. Now this is return the last elements that appear, and this operation is happening in the time 4. Let me check. Where is Miro? Miro is here. Okay, for example, if we start here, hit counter is basically start the queue. Next to is the hit. The hit happened in the time, yeah, time 1. Now the next happened in the time 2. Okay. Now the next happened in the time 3. Now the next is basically time 4 that get hits is basically the current time is the greater value here, 3 less 300, it's equal less sorry, between this and this is basically this. For this reason appear a 3. Now the next is this, the heat, but take a long time before this and appear here. Yeah, the next is again this, yeah, and in this case I need return the last, that is 300 less 300, it's equal 0. Start since the 0 until this element, in this case is 1, 2, 3 and 4. Yeah, and when happen this is basically it's another, here is the 7 and is the last element less this, but we should consider these values as 1 because take only one. Yeah, I think that every move or every get hints means that one an operation that take or it execute in the time, for example 3 plus 1. Yeah, for example this case is 1, 2, 3, it is executing the 4, 5, 6, no sorry, here is wrong, 4, in this case in the 300, 301, 302, and if we handle this is basically 1, 2, 3, and when is this is basically the last element, yeah, or this less 1 basically. In this case is 4 less 1, it's equal 3, okay, is and this is less 300, it's equal less 297 to 3, basically it's only this, the size is 3. Now the next that is it's another hit that in this case is 300. Now the next that is get hints, means that 301 less 1, it's equal this, less this, and the range is between 0 and 300, means that 1, 2, 3 and 4, no, 4. This operation is, why is ignore? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, return the number of hits in the past. Okay, hits in the past. 1, 2. Yeah, it's in the range because it's between 0 and 300. In 300 it's 1, 2, 3 and 4. Yeah. Now the next is this, get hints. In this case is 300. No. Okay, this return 4. And now the next that is executed in this time, means that 301 less 300, it's equal 1. It's between 1 and 301. Yeah, in this case this is ignored and it's only 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah, this is the idea. Now for this problem I think that we can use an I lose my tab. Is here. Okay. Well, for this, I think that is easily, but in the last 5 minutes means that we can forget the last elements. For example, if we are here 1 2 3 4, boom, and next is this this value. Let me check. We have constraints. What is the number of hits per second? Could be huge. Scale. I was thinking that, for example, if only keep the last the hits that happen between the last because, for example, hit 1 2 3 4, sorry, get hits that it's not take it. I put 1, I put 2, the next is 3, that is still in the range. Now the next is get hits. Basically is okay, all the values or the size of the element. Now the next that is another hit with 300 less 300, it's 0, means that if the first element is it's equal 0, minor equal 0, we need to remove it. Yeah, basically, yeah, remove until the value in the queue, yeah, for example, but I'm not sure that yeah, maybe use the binary search for search this value, but my idea that I have is basically all the time the result of the get hits is basically the size of the list or the queue that save these values. But for this, I think that, for example, this is the queue, yeah? In this case, the first is in the second one, okay? Okay, got it, boom. The next is the 2, and every time is calculate 1 less 300, it's equal less this value, yeah, and is validate if the first number it's greater equal that this number. In the case that is not, I need to remove it until validate or have this validation, yeah. For example, the next is the 3 is 3 less this is equal 280, and this is still minor than this. Okay, now the next that is get hits, yeah, we need to return the size, in this case is 3. Now the next that is this number 300, means that 300 less 300, it's equal 0. Okay, the first value is minor equal 0, yeah, we need to return the nothing. Now the next that is this, that is basically this the last element. No, it's not the last element, is it's a counter here. For example, this case is the last plus 1. When where it's not saving is plus 1. The last plus 1. No, it's plus 1. For example, here the last is get hits. Yeah. Okay, again. For example, here have a Q. Yeah, here we have a T, it's equal 0, and it basically, okay, the first is 1, okay, 1 less this, it's equal this. The first value should be minor equal to this, and obviously when I add a new value, this T take this value, yeah, in this case 1. This number, it's minor equal that 1, that is the first element. Yeah, okay, I can continue. Now the next that is the number 2 is the same. Yeah, it's minor equal the first, and this change to 2. Now the next that is the 3. Sorry, it's minor equal, it's minor equal 1, yeah, and this change the value for the 3. Now the next that is get hits is plus 1, it's equal 4, yeah, and is 4 less 300, it's equal less 284. And if this value it's minor equal that this is basically return all the array, yeah, and return in this case the 3. Now the next that is hit, that is 300, is this is reset because appear a new value. In this case is 300, and is 300 less 300, it's equal 0. The first value is still minor equal that is, yeah. Okay, the next that is get hits is plus 1, it's equal 301, and we need return. Now is calculate with this value and not with this. 301 less 300 is equal 1. The first element it's minor equal this. Basically here we need to remove the elements. Meanwhile, add greater that this element, that in this case is 1, in this case is equal greater equal 1. No, it's minor equal 1. This is remove it. But in this case we need search this value, and in this appear the binary search. Yeah, but well, I will continue tomorrow with this problem. I think that we have the path defined, but well, thanks for following this transmission, and I will see you tomorrow.